Hello, everyone, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of Galaxy in Revolt, Star Wars Hyperspace D6 / the West End games. It's that one, but different. You know. Last time, announcer voice. Our heroes stopped the separatist push on the planet of Dabo. Dabo. There we go. Dabo.
You happy now, Soup? You've done this.
They stopped the separatist push on the planet of Dabo and captured a single super battle droid and the commander, who was wielding a kind of an old-fashioned piratey looking lightsaber. So we'll smash cut back into the sort of the makeshift base. As a reminder, our characters are in the wrong boxes. Andy.
Oh no.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was.
You were Orlena very briefly.
I was Orlena.
It's because I was like, the box. I didn't make sure the boxes were in the right order. I just made sure they appeared. I was like, I did my job. If you don't join the call in the same order, they won't be in the same order. Okay. I have
Who did I get to be?
You two were right. Val and Kyle were correct for whatever reason. So
with age comes wisdom.
Yes. Okay. Our characters. Orlena Vu, played by CC, is a Jedi administrator, now forced to the front lines. Ros Lek, played by Liz, is a Jedi Padawan who is still apprenticed to Marty, Master Kaya Kadath. Debatable as to why.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Being told not to worry about it. And finally, of course, what stream is complete without a literal vulture droid? It's a spaceship and a war machine. It's Jay with Val. And I would like to remind everyone that constantly in the background somewhere you can hear Kaya Kadath's comm communicator ringing. Okay. So, we ended last episode with Roz capturing the commander of the Separatist forces, and we will pick up collecting her fourth lightsaber or whatever we're on. I don't know how this keeps happening other than I keep giving bad guys lightsabers.
Sounds like a you problem.
It does sound like, you know what? It does sound like this one's on me. I'll take this one. We've got a bunch of clones. We can reintroduce them as they come up. What would you all like to do?
I suppose reconvene at camp. Or are we establishing a new camp? Like, have we advanced a battle line, or have we just...
You more repelled
Okay.
troops attacking your battle line, but, I mean, that also means their forces are scattered, and you could then advance the battle line. Oh, and Captain Bart has a tank that he's...
Yes.
Oh, right. Set a new record.
Do we need to arrange transport or anything for the prisoners?
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Well, what is our support? Like, do we have, whatever a proto-Star Destroyer is?
Yeah,
I'm sure we don't call them that yet.
I believe they are called Star Destroyers.
Awesome. Great branding. We're the good guys.
I think they're... At this point, they're all Venator class. Hold on, let me Google it. Venator class. I think they're Star Destroyers.
Amazing.
They might just be Republic cruisers at this point.
Cruising to victory with all the stars we're destroying. Pew, 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 pew. Everyone remembers that commercial for them, right? We're the good guys, it says.
Says it right on the box.
Yeah, it's often called a Jedi or Republic cruiser, but also called a Republic Star Destroyer.
Fantastic.
This is canon. This is the canon article.
Do we have a Britishman up in space in a tiny hat and a pencil mustache?
You have a British woman up in space.
Oh, fantastic. Does she
Does she
have
have a
a
tiny
funny
hat and a
hat
pencil
and a
mustache?
She does.
mustache?
She does
Thank
have
you,
a.
Jay.
She does have a funny little hat. No mustache.
How many pins does she have?
A lot. She is an admiral.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So we do have a space retreat. Should we
Yes.
need it?
So you all have, as much as we have joked about sort of the frontierness and the fact that that maybe people are kind of less enthusiastic about Kaya Kadath's constant mental crises and questioning the Jedi Order and saying, Jedi aren't real, everybody. Hey, hot tip.
This just in: Jedi not great with mental health support. Oh, sorry, that's
What?
been known. It's been known. Apologies. If
I
someone just
believe Yoda
tell me it's
told
okay
you-
to be sad. My friend is dead. That would be super.
No. Yoda said, get over it, you should. Have you tried taking a walk and drinking some water?
Have you tried being happy?
Have you tried just not being sad? Yeah.
Being sad, do not.
Oh, well, that's the same as not being sad. Thanks, Yoda. I'm gonna go far pod with Windu in the courtyard.
But no, you have a a Star Destroyer, indeed. Attack ships. I think they're arc fighters. They're like the proto X-wings. The fake Y-wing bombers. Fake. They're just Y-wings.
The off-brand
They're
Y-wing
just
bombers.
off-wing.
The Gamma Wings.
You have tanks and vehicles and stuff, like a full battalion of clones.
Well, yes, we do have at least one tank now.
Yep, you stole a tank. But yeah, I'm trying to and you have a full up base, military support staff that aren't clones if you would like them. And 3 Jedi, that's
Oh yeah. It's still a front,
Yeah.
even if it's no one's favorite. But
and
yes, but
you were sent to this. I mean, this planet's the Republic has deemed it important.
Now, I've been imagining that we're in very temporary structures that move with the battle line.
Sure,
Do we actually have a
No, I'm also picturing basically tents. Yeah.
Yeah. We have a forward camp.
Vibro tents. Dura tents.
You got it.
Duratarp tents.
And so we do have if we needed to off-world a prisoner, we have somewhere that we could off-world them to.
Yes.
Which was the genesis of that question. So, yeah, I will probably be, because I think I'm hot shit. I captured one whole super battle droid. But yeah, I will probably be ordering Bart, take your brand new tank and, a battalion and start wiping out, stragglers and whatnot. But don't fall into an ambush themselves. I'll be randomly grandmothering everyone. And ordering pickup for a super battle droid. You guys don't have one of them, do you?
Intact?
Several
Because
pieces.
at this point, I feel like we have maybe a couple in pieces.
Yeah, I did say, I think, last session that I was picking up pieces and all that. And
God, you're going to befriend the super battle droid, aren't you?
Of course.
I'm going to befriend everybody.
I know.
You win wars through friendship, Marty.
Is that how it's done?
Oh.
Wars in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have a bunch of bits of battle droids. Probably at this point, mostly regular and super battle droids. I don't think you've come up against too many droidicas in the field or even commando battle droids.
Not that have survived a whole lot intact, I don't think.
No, probably not. And I'm trying to think of other special. No, none of like the giant walkery kind of things. Tanks, but they're tanks. They aren't droids. Weirdly, all the other vehicles are droids, but the tanks are piloted by droids. But yeah, and not too many spaced engagements. So probably not. You haven't seen a lot of other vulture droids and the tripod fighters and stuff like that. Okay, so Kaya radios in that she's got one super battle droid. Everybody,
Well, I tell someone else to radio in, but you have the point of it.
right? I think you have Ness with you, so Ness radios in.
Yes.
I've written down who's with you. Yeah, you have Ness, Rocksteady, Hawk, Nyx, and Breach.
Yes.
Okay. Captain Bart responds with like, "Do we take prisoners?"
We do now. Weren't you wiping out stragglers?
Yeah. Done.
Well,
Sorry. Done, sir.
there's a lad. All right, well then come back, yeah.
If you kind of take out, or if you have a clone, take out binoculars, you can see him just spinning doughies in his tank. He found.
Are we sure he doesn't have any Gamoran in that clone that somehow got in there?
He found a boost, sir. Just
Now we're sure
Yeah.
about that.
he's definitely related.
Somehow.
Just like
There's a mix-up in the cloning process. This one's got a
like,
little bit big
you
in him.
visited Camino or something on some weird tour, and you just kind of like leaned over a vat.
We do good Star Wars here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the idea that the
Damn right.
Kaminoans are offering tours and the Jedi are like, "You're doing what? We'll send Obi-Wan. He'll figure it out."
That's why he's there.
That's yeah.
Do you think I'm Sifo Dyas?
Do you have
Well, Jedi
Face-
just look the same to you.
a lot of them really do though. It's you really want to see 2/3 to 3/4 of the face before you commit.
It's like when people fan cast Superman, and you're like, "Wow, there are a lot of white men with brown hair, dark hair, and they all look
Yeah.
kind of alike."
Yeah.
Okay.
Hollywood Pretty Man number 5287.
Braz, would you like to report what you did back into, or are you just gonna show up? I'm cool.
Yeah, I would show up with the person in tow.
Okay.
Like, I caught a person.
Well done.
He had a lightsaber, and Roz will hold up the piratey-looking lightsaber.
Clones points it at their face.
No.
Sorry.
You're one of the most dangerous men in the galaxy you cloned from? Interesting.
He said he was dangerous. They never said he was smart.
It's true. Danger in all quarters. Can I see it then, Ros?
Okay.
Um,
And Roz will hand it over.
Snap hiss. What? It's a sickly yellow. You said.
Yeah, it's like acid yellow. Looking at it, you would like place it like it's like High Republic style lightsaber, like where everything was fancier and even nicer than it is now.
Yes.
Ooh.
And young people didn't listen to music so loud.
And have their robes so baggy.
Ropes on the ground. Ropes
Buy
on the
a
ground.
sash. Okay, so it's vintage.
Yes.
Okay. Unsnap hiss.
Snap and tissant.
Mm. Do they have a name?
Uh, Roz will like turn around and be like, we knocked the lady out, right? Last time?
You stunned her, yes. So she's probably over like a clone's shoulder.
Does she have a name tag?
Yeah, Roz will like try to like lift her because we can be like, look for a name tag.
She doesn't seem to have her mom didn't sew her name into any of her clothes. No.
Oh. That's how we do it in the Jedi Temple.
Yeah, otherwise no one would ever get their right robe back from laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as a Padawan, you're always wearing somebody else's robe. Someone else has come up. You know, it's kind of like, oh man. All right. Well, yes. Let's riffle through her pockets for some wallet or.
Yeah, she's got like a couple data sticks in there, like a communicator. And then if you like some of her interior pockets, she's got drugs. The drugs, everybody. She does the drug kind of spice.
Ew. And someone put her in charge of an army. Oh. I suppose. Okay. And how young a lady is she?
Maybe 20.
Is this just Mara Jade again?
No. It's a different person from those books.
Totally different. Her
She was
name
my
is-
favorite. Mary Jade's fine, but this girl was always my favorite. She's in like 3 books.
Fair enough.
She's Jara Maid.
Yeah.
No, this isn't like Han Solo's wife or anything, though.
No,
right?
no. Han Solo maybe killed her dad, and she hated him for it, and then she did a bunch of... She got high, and that's how she used a lightsaber. Like,
Right.
yeah. They were written
Drugs
by Kevin
give you
J.
superpowers,
Yeah, drugs
everyone.
give you super... Well, it was written by Kevin J. Anderson, so he thought he was writing a Dune novel or something.
Or an X-Files episode, book. Oh, yeah. Kevin J. Anderson, everyone. America's greatest hack. He's fine, by the way. It's hard work. I actually have nothing wrong with Kevin J.
I
Anderson.
love those books as kids, but yeah, I'm sure they're...
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's a Tony Bedard.
Yeah.
He's going to get your book out on
Yeah,
time.
look.
And you know what? That's
And
a
you know
skill.
what? They're usually pretty good.
Yeah. They're absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So, so she's on drugs, has a lightsaber, and is in charge of a separatist army.
Well, I mean, she might just have drugs on her person. It doesn't mean she takes them. She might be selling drugs.
That's better.
Yeah, or holding them for a friend.
Yeah.
I should have considered that, Ross. Thank you. Yes.
No problem.
Certainly there's some legitimate faction at work here, right? Like, who are the separatists claiming to represent here? Are we simply squabbling over these two worlds? Is someone trying to claim some kind of...
No, yeah, like there was a fairly... It wasn't quite 50-50.
Mhm.
But there was like a fairly sizable portion of the planet that was like, we vote to become separatists.
Mm-hmm.
More so here than on Boda. Boda, the pro-republic, and they're kind of like, they're like local towns. They kind of bicker a lot. Boda was a lot more pro-republic, so they were kind of like, someone come help us.
Mm-hmm.
And then enough people here were like, also, we need help, that the Republic sent a Star Destroyer and 3 Jedi to clear it out.
Yep.
So there is not an unsizable portion of legit separatists. We voted to join the separatists.
I see.
Like, can half a planet join? And they're like, not really. Don't worry, we'll send a bunch of battle droids. That'll engender us to the locals.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and does she seem local color at all?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so... Boy. This is what they had. Well, okay. I suppose let's secure her to something. That she can't soon be away. And Roz, I got you a super battle droid.
Roger, Roger.
Oh,
He's actually surprisingly reasonable.
I've surrendered, Republic scum.
aw, thanks, bud.
Oh. Self-recognized as Bud? Roger, Roger?
Ah, okay. I'll call you bud.
Am I Republic scum?
Oh no.
Why don't you have a good think and we'll talk about it later, okay, buddy?
I gets real big, I gets real small.
New brother.
Someone get this droid a paint job. One of the clones leads him off, like, kind of here, like, the command is weird, right?
Right.
I thought we were supposed to smash clankers, but... Drop kick a clanker.
Adding Bud to my list of NPCs.
Yeah. I think he's here.
I mean, it kind of fits
how long he
the
lasts.
theme of the Blazing 420.
Yeah, why aren't you all welcoming
not
this
wrong.
drug-dealing Jedi, or whatever she is? Okay. You can secure her to something. Ness will come by and, you know, attach her binders to, like, a... Yeah, you know, very stereotypical. Arms above her head on the wall or whatever. Chained to a pillar kind of thing.
Where did we get one of those?
Yeah, where did the pillar come?
Yeah, they're just pillars. They don't go to anything. They're just kind of in the middle of this battlefield. This big mean cat, you know.
Is this a Geonosian cultural center? Just pillars out of nowhere. All right, well, sometimes you want to play a game with a pillar in the middle, I guess.
Yeah.
Really big tetherball.
Oh, that'd be fun. With the Acklay, the big praying mantis monster. That'd be cool.
Yeah. All right, so does look like local color. Clearly a 20-year-old who's just ginned up on juice and leading... Okay. Fascinating character. I have not read whatever Young Jedi Academy book that she is from that dazzled you, young Andrew, but I can't wait to meet her.
I'm
Can't.
changing a lot. I took the sketch and went, she's rad, and now I'm doing a lot of other crap, but, you know.
No, for sure.
Oh, and she has a big scarab beetle tattooed on her arm. I forgot about that.
Cool, said every 13-year-old upon meeting this character. My favorite part's the way she does drugs to do a Jedi.
Let me send a picture in chat.
Oh, great.
Okay. There we go. I mean, I think she's...
Man.
Yep.
Right. Can I send it in? No, I can't. Okay. Okay, what would you all like to do?
And is this otherwise how she's dressed currently?
Oh, yeah, she's dressed like a pirate. I believe I said that
Like a
last
pirate.
episode.
Yes, yeah.
A vest and, you know, kind of billowy pants. And
See if that
Sure.
works. Hey, it does.
did you get it?
Yup.
Oh, perfect. Cool.
Click the picture, hit open in browser, copy and paste the URL.
Yeah.
Oh, and she has a thermal detonator on her belt because she tried to pull it on. She tried to pull it on Roz, and Roz bluffed her.
Ness, please take that. Yeah, Lena, Ross, any insights as to what we should do with our extremely young charge here?
I mean, I guess wait until she wakes up and question her. I don't know what we would be interrogating her about, though, other than, like, battle plans that she might have, I guess.
What's your name? Do your parents know you're out this late?
Yes, I suppose so. Did she use the lightsaber at all, Roz?
Sorta. She ignited it, and then I kinda, didn't use it.
I see.
Yeah, she got stunned. Which means she couldn't, like, she didn't even try and deflect.
Right. Yeah, can I sense any force
Nope.
on her? No.
Nope. I mean, other than she is a living person, but yeah.
Right, yes.
But, like, the baseline, use a people. Yeah, she
I
is
check
not force
I
sensitive.
check her midichlorians. The only thing I take seriously about Star Wars.
Yeah, you do a blood test, and you can just put it in your communicator, and I guess Obi-Wan checks
Yeah.
it back at the Jedi Temple or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Put it into your spray-painted Gillette razor.
Yep.
Yes. My Lady Bic, or what have you, and
Star Wars is very serious, and we take it very seriously.
very seriously.
I do love it though. If you do whatever normal baseline human is, he's not force sensitive.
Yeah.
Weird space bugs.
All right. Yeah, I suppose is there a way to hasten her awakening?
Oh
Can
yeah,
we
yeah, you can like slap
shoot her with unstun?
Yeah,
or...
unstun. You just shoot her. That'll wake her up.
Yeah.
Or it'll put her to sleep.
Yeah.
For a long
I mean,
time.
it'll wake her up real fast, and then you don't get a lot of time to ask some questions. But no. I mean, if you
If
just
the
like
answer that you're after is
I'll-
screaming, then
I'll force poke her in the forehead and wake her up. Whatever it is.
light levitate a stick off the ground.
come on.
You ever been jabbed by an old woman's finger? That's me right now.
Yeah, she wakes up and she just kind of glares at you.
Oh.
Ugh, really?
I'm not sure which part you're reacting to, but yes, really. You're a separatist general, are you?
I'm not going to answer your question, Jedi. Jedi aren't welcome here.
And since when has that been true?
Pretty sure always. Jedi aren't welcome on the frontier. Don't take kindly to Jedi. tries and stun. I got the stun dry mouth. I can't spit. I'm gonna spit at you.
Yes, can we get the young lady some water? Thank you.
I said.
There's a deer. Yes. What is your name, General?
She could cross. She tries to cross her arms and she can't.
Yeah. it's the chain still. Okay.
Let's see. She starts going into a screed about how the Jedi are corrupt and that Dooku offers freedom from your oversight and your regulations and your big government. And some lunatic with a lightsaber doesn't just show up to solve all your problems, tries to air quote.
Her hands are at least up for that
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
this
Maybe
is
the
kinda
gesture
like-
just
Kind of.
off camera.
Yeah. Then she'll start like tirading about like some damn peacekeepers you brought war. What kind of peacekeepers bring war? She's sort of making like she has coherent points, but she's clearly been like, or not even necessarily coherent points. She's like kind of bouncing from point to point, and it's like clearly like she's just kind of going through everything she's ever been told.
Yeah.
And
She read one book. She's a libertarian now.
Yes,
God
yeah,
forbid.
she's-
All right.
Iron Land.
Fantastic. At no point does she sell herself out by like saying her own name or anything.
No.
Like, all right, no, she's smarter than that at least.
No, you would say that part of it, like, she clearly believes all this stuff, but she's also just talking because she knows that none of this is actually useful to you. Like, she's probably maybe used to talking to cops. Like, and sort of just, if I keep talking, they'll think that I'm going to slip up, but I'm not going to slip up.
I see. And at no point does she give it a deeper insight into why Dabo in particular would be incensed with the Republic? Just frontier logic?
A lot of this, you would say, using your keen Jedi senses, this seems personal to her.
Okay. Yeah, and I did do a lot of slumming around in Scumbagville as a Jedi.
Yeah,
I speak Huttese.
Yeah.
And Scumbagville.
Scumbagville.
My favorite canonical planet.
Yeah. Sleaze Bago. Shit, with this.
It's
stupid
Elon
name.
Sleaze Begano, yes.
Sleaze Bagano.
He's the death stick dealer in episode 2.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. So yeah, this is all very how they're getting them, right? Like they're kind of. I walk away.
You can't walk away from me.
Yes, I can. And I will leave them with my younger charges. Well, my Padawan and the girl from accounting. But I am just kind of, you've already got it right, basically. I'm just power moving her. Like, just kind of like, all right, I don't need to deal with you. Also, I agree with several of her points, and I'm not going to let her have that. Yeah, I walk away.
Okay. Okay. Come back here.
Hear my screed about how we don't need you.
That's right. Walk away. You aren't welcome here. Just leave. Take your stupid war and go.
Wait until she wants the drugs back.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if you found, I was, if you found something in my pockets, like, it's medicine actually.
As a prescription.
It's, I can't sleep without it.
Can I take out like some paperwork and start like processing her belongings in front of her?
Yeah, of course. Start checking off data pads. And because it's because you are like physically blind, it's all like sight assisted, so it's like reading it out to you. So she's just like, "Oh my god, this is so boring."
And your name once again?
I'm pretty sure you're a Jedi too, and I'm not telling my name to a Jedi. That's how they get their powers over you.
Mm-hmm.
One time I invited a Jedi into my house.
Can Roz secretly like enter her little like comm link to Val? Just like ask Val to maybe Google image search this girl.
Runner plates.
Ooh, interesting.
Um,
I was going to ask it. I just have no business asking Val for anything.
Interesting. If
Val is a recon.
if Val has been doing recon on this planet, and you've all been here for a bit, very interesting question.
If Val wants to.
If Val wants to, what does Val think?
have I seen this girl?
I think you have. I definitely think you have in doing recon here before. You typically see her on a homestead not too far from here. It seems like she lives alone and is sad. Like, she's sad about living alone. Like, there used to be people. She's often forlornly looking in rooms and barns and stuff like that. And she's like, used to be people here. Now all I got is this lightsaber my grandmama left me.
It's like, oh, her. She's the sad girl from that old farm that's like 20 miles that ways.
Oh. Do you have a name?
Does she walk around outside with a name tag?
That one I don't think you'd have, but you would have her address, which you could probably cross-reference with, like, Republic databanks on here. Like, they may not be the most accurate if she's kind of, like, so anti-Republic, but you could try.
I mean, I could very at least try to get a family name out of it.
Yeah. Let's try and make you do a roll for it, though. Where's my bureaucracy checks at?
Can I also get a little assistance by trying to ping any sort of databanks we would have on the Totally Not Star Destroyer?
Yeah, you can, like, relay and re-reference. No, the pared down list doesn't have. Which is a bummer, but that's okay. Let's do a knowledge check. I don't know. Let's see what you have.
A whole D1.
Oh yeah. Well, you're using references. What's Orlena have? Yeah, Orlena.
40.
Why don't you help her with that, Orlena?
Sure. So am I rolling a thing, or am I giving?
Why don't you roll 4D and then Jay roll 1D, and if you do well, it'll assist Orlena, since you're providing a lot of the information. But Orlena's expert at using the computer systems.
Okay. Am I just doing like a general knowledge roll, or can I use like my galaxy knowledge?
Galaxy, so 4 dice plus 4.
4.
Jay, is that good or bad?
2.
2? Okay. Well. She's a girl and she has brown hair, and it's like, yeah, she was described to me already.
But here's a photo. Here's her dress. Don't know who she is. I don't know who she is, but I can dox her.
I think her name is Bluefield's Farm.
17.
Okay, 17. Excellent. Yeah, you find some information. The family name is Galandro. There seems to be, they've lived there for generations. It seems to be like, if you're kind of like combing through, it's just like there should be more people there, but it's probably her name is probably Anja. Based on like birth records, you're like, well, like there was a girl born like 20-ish years ago, kind of thing. But like as far as you can tell, like her parents are still alive. Like there's no records updating that, like kind of thing. But yeah, they've lived there for like 4 or 5 generations.
And would there be anything in the systems that would indicate where she would have possibly gotten this lightsaber, or like anybody in like the family tree or history that was like Jedi or anything like that?
No Jedi. So you could try. You got a 17, you said? Hold on. Let's see how good a result that is. Here we go. That's difficult. Okay, yeah. So with a 17 then, kind of doing some cross-referencing, you figure out that a Jedi went missing here, like, during the High Republic era, probably during her, like, great grandmother's lifetime, like, who kind of established the farm. That's the only, like, there's no Jedi in the family or anything like that, but, like, a Jedi went missing around here. Like, maybe it's possible that they stole the lightsaber from him or something.
Okay. And so it was Anja, and then what was the last name again?
Galandro.
Galandro. All right. So after doing some beeps and boops on the computer, I'll be like, okay, so it was Miss Galandro, was it?
Used your evil mind powers on me. Great. Cool.
It's simply data and records, no evil mind powers here.
Even worse, you're a tax Jedi. Ugh.
Overkill.
Stop, he's already dead.
Just gonna ignore that and put her stuff into little baggies.
You can just sense that annoys her somehow. Like,
and label them Anja Galandro on there. Clearly, so that she can see it. Put one in and start on the next one.
Blow on the ink very showily.
Yeah.
you have a label maker.
Yes! For sure.
Maybe it's even like a full gonk droid that comes in and you like type. It's like it's a big chunky droid label maker.
And how would you say you spelled that again? Galandro. Okay.
You spelled it wrong. I mean, shut up.
Conk.
Label.
Certain class of droid is apparently a Pokemon.
Okay, so just start labeling things.
I'm in my element now.
Yeah, this is perfect. You are bureaucracying the hell out of her, and she fucking hates it. Like, you can tell. You can also, like, looking through the records, you're like, their tax record is spotty at best. Like, they clearly do not believe in paying taxes.
Just gonna, try and update these records a little bit where I can.
Okay, so Val is still eyeing the skying it. Ros and Kaya, what would you like to be doing?
I between Orlena and I think we can gin this girl up to be emotional enough that we can read her like a book with our evil mind powers. So I'm very deliberately and passive-aggressively just being an old woman representative of the establishment. So I have no other declared actions at this time, but I will be slowly trying to read this girl. Like, is it anger? Is it hurt? Is it sadness? Is it, like, I'm just trying to let her shed emotions the longer no one's attending her
I
freshman
think
nonsense. Go ahead.
I think Roz is going to get like a little makeshift chair. She'll spring it out, and then very Captain America-y sit down and rap with Anja.
Let's rap.
So you say you've joined the Separatists.
She like kind of shimmies her way, so she has no room to move. She's literally chained to something, but she just kind of tries to turn her body as far away from you as she can. Like, no.
And Raj is just smiling at her like, "Hi."
You captured me?
Oh yeah, it was really easy. So about the drugs.
The spice. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind having a good time with friends, but you know, like
Uh-huh.
spice is an illegal substance in most of the galaxy,
Okay.
and it really hurts like just everybody else, including not just yourself, but just like dozens of planets, dozens of peoples.
So we got a tax Jedi and we got a narc Jedi.
God, she's stuck on a camping trip with 3 narcs in the form of the mother, the maiden, and the crone. She can't escape.
Am I dead? Is this hell?
Like, we didn't intend this to be torture, but it's absolutely torture.
Oh,
Hey, champ.
psychological warfare. We're the good guys, right?
War Crimes, the cartoon.
You ever gotten high with the Force?
Plo Koon has.
Amazing. Can I be reading her aura while this absolute triple team to break any will she thought she had?
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, give me a 4 sense check.
Sure. I have.
You're going to
that
get a
written
bunch
down
of
somewhere.
bonuses because she's so agitated right now.
Meanwhile, Val is just thinking to herself, wow, this planet's pretty.
It is pretty, Val. Like, for sure, it's beautiful.
Which one of these is my damn Force?
So, hold on, I can look at your sheet. Okay, so...
Yeah, I thought.
No, not Azuli. Why do I have a Azuli sheet open? Azuli. Okay, so you have 6 dice in the Force. So you're going to roll 6d6, and then you add just static 2 to it, so plus 2.
Okay.
Because sense is one of your better ones.
Yes. And one of them should be a different colored dice that explodes.
So in case it explodes, or there is a complication for a 1.
Yes.
Which, given that you roll 6 dice, it's very unlikely that you'll like straight up have a failure. Even with even if the destiny die or the wild die is a 1, it will just introduce some sort of complication.
25.
Jesus Christ. Okay, you're a Jedi Master.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they don't just give that title out.
No. Yeah. Yeah, you were just rooting around there, throwing boxes over, opening files. You've entered her mind palace, which is just a really shabby looking trailer.
Sure.
Yeah. So you're kind of going through. Her parents were killed a while back. She blames the Jedi. You have no idea. Like, they're like, it was a farming accident. Like, it's sad. It's tragic.
Sure.
But, like, well, these damn Jedi regulations. And you're just like, what? Like, it absolutely is a leap in life. Like, she is clearly a very hurt young woman who is now lashing out at others. She blames the Jedi and the Republic for all of her personal problems.
She's on Jay-Anon.
Yeah. Yes. All of the problems of the galaxy are the Jedi's fault. Any perceived problems on Dabo are the Jedi's fault. Kind of, rooting around with a 25. Yeah, you can see that, like, way back when, like, 400 years ago, however many great-grandparents that would be back, her great times whatever grandmother poisoned a Jedi, like, who came and, like, kind of insisted, I need to, like, stay in your homestead kind of thing, like, for the night. And it was the High Republic, so he was kind of like, no one's gonna attack me, I'm invincible, basically. And he got poisoned. His tea got poisoned. She stole
Nothing bad ever happens to the Jedi.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, so, and she stole his lightsaber. So they've basically all like trained in how to use it. It's very like chopping wood. Like, she has no finesse, but she thinks if she gets high, she's super great at it.
Oh man.
So
Oh honey, we all do.
Yeah.
We all do.
you mostly just sense a sad, kind of defeated girl. Like, it's mostly just sad. And yet she kind of lied her way into, like, she's not technically a general. She's a separatist commander.
Okay.
Like, but mostly because the separatists aren't wasting, like, they're like, you asked for aid, so we're going to give it to you, but, like, we only sort of need this planet. Boda's a little more important. Like, we only need one of them. And we think Boda would annoy the Republic more, so we're kind of focusing on that one.
So they need Boda, but not Bofa.
They don't need Bofa. No. And...
Well, Soup, it was nice having you on the stream. Thank you for your contributions. I was being polite, Marty.
Yeah, it's a real shame. Yeah.
But don't let us keep you.
So, I'm trying to think what else. Just rooting around in there. That's most... She's a commander, so she reports to... in this section, we're gonna say it's Admiral Trench out here, and she kind of lied her way into, like, that she had, like, a big an underground militia kind of thing, and she was really deadly with her lightsaber. And they were like, well, General Grievous doesn't have the Force, and he's pretty scary with that thing. So
Sure.
He's also a robot, but you know.
Okay. I'll pull back and let Ross continue to youth Christian counsel her for a little bit longer.
Has Ross
yeah.
pulled out a guitar yet?
Not yet. She's just going through, like, spice death statistics.
Oh, I know it's not good for me. It's not what... I'm a social spice user.
No, that's not a thing.
No, it's... Why do you even care?
Because I like you.
Why?
I don't know. I like you.
But you don't know me.
I don't need to.
Like, you could, like... She is so confused at the notion... Like, again, her entire life, people have only liked her if they can use her for something. Like, the idea that someone would just like her is mind-blowing to her. As you're leaving, Kaya, you can be like, you can just feel her brain popping. Like,
So I can put Roz down as your emergency contact then,
Yep.
or
Roz is a parole officer too.
Roz shapeshifts a little tattoo. Like, we have matching tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh my god, did I get a matching tattoo with this Jedi? Are we best friends?
Now we are. Yes. Another one disappears like Anja and Roz BFF.
I don't think I like this. I think am I high?
No, we took your drugs.
Oh,
Took your drugs.
my drugs.
zip.
God damn it. Sith spawn, Krayt, dang fair. Can't believe they said they were super battle droids. She can see the one walking around in the background like, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me?
Oh, you mean Bud? Yeah, he's our friend now. I like him too.
You can't be real. Are you real?
Pretty sure I am. And Roz will just like touch her cheek and like, do I feel real?
Yeah. Well, you're Jedi, which means you're a lying piece of Sith crap.
Sith and Jedi are two different things. So how can I be Sith crap but I'm a Jedi?
Two sides of the same coin, I've been told.
I mean, technically...
Without the light side, there is no dark side. Am I right?
You are not. You are not. I can't anymore.
Yeah, but you tell me what you think that means.
Yes. What is woke? Define woke.
Define woke.
I know when I see it, I think. She'll say, "Well, I just know it's like the agenda of the Jedi, and that's what it to." I wanted to say Guardian of the Peace, and that makes me sound worse than I want to, because you all are perpetrating this war to gain political power.
We have the political power, according to you. So how are we trying to maintain it, or trying to
Take
what?
it.
Take it? Do you need a minute? Do
That'd be great.
you want me to get you some? Yeah, I'll get you some juice, and you can sit down and try to figure out what you're talking about.
Yeah,
and
if I
I'll
could
come
have
back.
like a sketch pad or whatever, so I could work this out. I'm pretty sure I can make it make sense.
Okay.
Juice box and a long straw because she's still tied up.
Yeah, I will. Her own lightsaber her down. I'd still like her to be bound, but
Yeah, she's still got like binder cuffs, but she's no longer chained to the wall or whatever,
yeah,
or floating there, or whatever was Obi-Wan. And
yeah.
Geonosis is just spinning slowly.
Looks bad for your back.
Yeah, no. She's really trying to mentally backflip that one of. Okay, wait. If they already have all the political power, then why would they need a war? Because then, is it a conspiracy? But if it's a Chancellor Palpatine and the courts and the bureaucrats only care about themselves, and what has that to do with the Jedi?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were so close just now.
I don't like you. I don't like you. Just like you decided for no reason you like me, I've decided for no reason I like you, and that's a valid point of view, I'm thinking.
Yeah, that is. It's okay. Not everybody has to like everybody. I like you even more now. Because you're honest.
The galaxy is far short of honest souls.
Mm.
Well, Anya, am I saying that right? Anja.
I don't know. I've only ever read it.
It's fine. Anja it is. You're a rather admirable young lady, and you are an enemy combatant in our care, so you should be treated fairly and squarely and done. Now.
Can I have my super battles right in my lightsaber back?
No.
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 Actually, she has only called it a laser sword up until this point.
Fair enough. No, that's good.
I'm going
you and George Lucas
to
both.
I'm going to retcon that she calls it a laser sword.
Very good. No, you may not have your laser sword back. At least not yet.
I've already tagged and bagged it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Do you want to file a request to get it out of evidence? Because we can do that.
Yeah. I could have you file that paperwork. I'll help you fill it out.
It's actually a very fascinating form, I'm told.
The little one is blowing my mind right now. You're the most annoying tax lady. Just my whole world
Thank
has
you.
been shattered by the little one. I hate you.
It's all the fresh air. It's really getting to me.
Yeah, you need some dust stat.
Not a single musty tome in like 30 clicks. Conditions are unlivable.
This is the most in my element I've felt in a while.
Which sector of your community do you represent?
Pardon?
But certainly you represent a collective, your town, your people who have elected you and some kind of lieutenant or corporal.
Yeah.
You're the mouthpiece of a people.
Yeah, we're like a loose confederation of farmers.
Very good. Very good. I've heard of worse forms of government, quite frankly.
For the LCF,
The loose confederation of
Federation of
farmers.
Farmers.
Excellent. Accurately named. Very good. So we could negotiate with whom for a prisoner exchange of some kind?
Me? I'm
Who's
the ranking
above you?
separatist. Who's above
Here?
me? Admiral Trench. Oh, no one.
And do you believe that Admiral Trench would value your life enough to trade for it?
Not anymore.
Sure. Well then, well then, should you take us back to your base?
Yes.
Well, very good. Orlena, Ros, your friend. Why don't we have escort Anja back to her base to negotiate a ceasefire?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, sounds good. I don't like fighting very much.
Where would you say your base is?
I could describe its location to you. Why don't we get into a land speeder?
I was going to
No.
walk, but
Oh, okay, we can walk. Yeah, we can walk.
let's
Can you
get a
give us
land speeder.
coordinates?
Okay,
No, let's get that land speeder.
Yeah, Bart pulls around in like I don't even remember what they're called, but they're like open air tanks. They're a very odd design.
Mhm.
It's like, but you can fit like a couple people, and there's like a turret kind of thing.
A convertible tank.
It's a
Got it.
convertible tank, which seems
Yeah.
awfully not useful, but
It's a conversion tank.
Well, we
Just
have
kinda-
one.
okay, yeah. But
Take
you
the
have
seats
one.
out
I think
the
it's
back.
it might
Yeah.
be a. Well, no, the bark speeders are the land speeders. Republic speeder thing.
Oh, it says those are also called Star
Nailed it.
Destroyers.
Public fighter tank, maybe. Here we go. Nah, that's like a real tank. Okay, I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, it's a people mover.
Yeah, it's a people mover. So Bart offers to ride or to pilot you. I don't know if like he kind of looks at you like, what is the jet like? You can tell like under his helmet he's like making big eyes like, you have a plan, right, sir?
I will nod in Jedi business.
Jedi business.
I will give what a grandma pinch, but I've learned you can't do that through their armor, so I'll just kind of put a reassuring pat on his arm as I get up and sit in the back, in the center, and close my eyes.
Okay. It's an infantry support platform.
Ah, yes. An ISP.
It's an ISP, yeah. But yours all this picture, it doesn't quite have as many seats as I'm picturing for you all, so yours has been kind of modified. They're like a good modifiable, we're gonna say, because it's a platform.
Yes.
It's a support platform. Okay.
I mean, Roz doesn't take too much space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Helps.
Who's piloting?
I was gonna say,
Oh, I thought Bart was piloting.
Oh, Bart. Okay,
but
okay. I understand. I thought you were
What
saying.
I know is I'm not driving.
You're
I
not
know
driving.
that.
Yeah, Bart will get in. Bart's like, okay, starts flicking all his switches, lowers it, lets everybody on. So it's the 3 Jedi. Kaya told Ros to call Val. So Val, do you want to meet them there, or do you want to like kind of? Do you want to enter the shot?
I think entering the shot would be neat. Yeah.
Okay.
Just fly alongside the land speeder.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Anja kind of looks, and she starts yelling like, "Okay, now get him, Vulture Droid!
Who are you talking to?
Vulture Droid, get them!"
Oh, that's Val.
You're gonna
he's
be sorry. Reinforcements are here. What?
Yeah, that's Val. She's on our side.
I think you're going to learn you have so many misconceptions. This is going to be exciting for us all. And wherever she's trying to take us, I will make sure that we end up at her farm.
Yeah,
Val has coordinates.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, Bart's like, "Oh no, I've put in the wrong coordinates." Kind of like, "Oh, you were trying to lead us into this box canyon that you've clearly got like some sort of hideout in." No.
No.
Oh no. Yeah, pulls up to the farm. Sir, I'm sorry, I'm so lost.
Whatever shall we do? Well, an old woman needs to stretch her legs, so
Val lands.
and one visible difference between Val now that she's in her standing mode is you can see kind of on the inside of her leg arms is a lot of just like very fine pink floral pattern painted in like a filigree.
Aw.
Love it. Kind of looks like. Wait, maybe I am wrong about the Republic. But she like reluctantly gets out. I guess we'll stretch our legs here at this place that means nothing to anybody.
I'm sorry, friend. Wasn't that one your house?
That is what I'm seeing registered here.
I've seen you go in and out of it a whole lot. Only you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so the house is empty. Perhaps we should have some tea. Stop making my way for the larder.
Just like keep pointing at it like this, right? I assume you have to walk down, like in Luke's house. I don't know why.
Sure.
It's like underground or whatever. That's probably because it's hot on Tatooine, but
almost certain.
But yeah, there's it's like a big compound, and they clearly grew like kind of like generic, or not generic, but it was kind of like it was clearly like a family farm. Like they weren't like some like big corpo farm or whatever. They did a little bit of everything. They did a little livestock and a little like kind of rotating vegetables. They did enough to, do okay for a family kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Selling it at like farmers markets and stuff like that. But yeah, very reluctantly follows you down.
I will try to put a kettle on while she's stammering.
Blow some dust off of some things, but
mm-hmm.
Oh, finally.
Oh, is that must? Oh, it's musty. Thank you. Yes.
Do you have an old bookshelf anywhere I can smell?
Just nap on.
Okay. Let's check something. Okay, good. Okay. She's like, okay, I get it. You figured me out. You got it. They'll send some other separatists, and we'll convince everybody that this is better, and you all should leave anyway. So why don't you just let me go, and whatever, y'all can pull out. You can surrender or whatever you have to do. Go back to Boda with your whatevers and go back up into your blockade and, whatever you have to do. Just, I get it. You're smarter than me. You're better than me. So much for the tolerant Jedi.
Fuck it. I can't tell if you're full of too much Howard Zinn or Ayn Rand. Like, you're a really weird read, young lady. I do think you have several misconceptions about a number of things, but I think you've been misled, so I'm not necessarily holding that against you. And perhaps generationally so, you seem to harbor some ill will towards the Jedi, and I wouldn't have you spare it from us. That is fine. We're not here to win hearts and minds, except for maybe Ros.
Huh?
But certainly I think that would be our intent. So tell me, how has the Republic wronged you, or how have Jedi wronged you?
Well, right now, you put me in handcuffs. Sorry, binder cuffs.
I'll release them.
She doesn't have any weapons, so she can't really do anything. She's not in... Even if she was, like, foolish enough to think, like, I could box 3 Jedi or whatever, there's a vulture droid just, like, leaning
Val
into the
is
house, kind of.
At
Like,
a window, just like eye going, just like,
Yeah.
I've never seen inside the house before.
oh, great. You're spying on me, apparently. One. What
It
if
has a very pretty planet.
Yeah, it is pretty nice.
Yeah, don't take it personally. It's the whole planet.
Let's see. What have Jedi ever done to me? They're not welcome here.
Okay.
That was drilled into me. Because they're hypocrites. Okay.
Agreed.
Who only bring war, even though they claim to be guardians of the peace. Jedi bring bad times. They're not welcome here. Trouble always follows Jedi.
Certain Jedi, certainly.
Yes, and was it Jedi who rolled a lot of battle droids and tanks into your backyards?
It was Jedi who showed up with a Star Destroyer.
But that was after the Separatists showed up.
But some of us invited them.
Well, what about there were other people who... Did they invite them?
No, but did they invite the Jedi?
No, but they just said they didn't want to join the Separatists, and then the Separatists answered by sending a lot of battle droids and soldiers to do what exactly to the other people who didn't agree with you.
Defend those people because they just don't understand their rights under the
Rights.
Confederacy of Independent Systems.
What are their rights under the Confederacy of Independent Systems?
They have freedom.
To do what?
To make choices and not have to be subservient to things like the banking clans. Crap. Crap. Well, the banking clans also are a big problem in the Republic. So why aren't we talking about how the Republic society is corrupt and yet you participate in it? So hypocrite much?
You sound very smart.
Thank you. I've never been challenged on my beliefs before.
Yeah, there it is. You're
I can
ideologically
tell.
incoherent. Well, look, I would certainly like to prove you wrong about the Jedi. Our reputation sounds terribly earned in your personal experience, with all the way that we're not welcome here and wrong. And that according to our records, the last one here was mysteriously disappeared. What terrible times he must have brought.
You can see she's clearly frazzled now. Like, like any sort of kind of like I'm used to talking to cops or whatever. I'm a bootlegger, kind of like that veneer is all gone. When you say the Jedi disappeared, she does like look over to like a chest, kind of like what Obi-Wan has in the. Like it's a big like kind of locked chest, for lack of a better term, like in the corner.
Is the guy still in there?
No, all his
Not
stuff.
much of him.
All his stuff is, but
Typo Diaz.
ah crap. Yarl,
Did my clothes get here?
Oh, thank God.
I paid for 2 days shipping.
Dooku hasn't turned on us, has he? He's still a leading
Yeah, that
member of
guy's-
the council or whatever.
That guy's bad news with a nice mustache. You know what I mean? Well, I don't have to investigate the chest, but anyone else can because
It's robes and like his assignment and stuff like that. It's nothing like you have the lightsaber.
Sure.
But you have the cool
Yeah.
thing, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You mentioned there was paperwork in there.
Well, there is paperwork.
Yeah, like
And it's High Republic paperwork. That's different.
hoo hoo hoo.
Ooh.
Maybe it's better or worse. I don't know.
yeah,
There might be less bureaucracy. I don't know which is better.
yeah.
Archaic paperwork? That sounds dusty to me.
Oh my God, they haven't opened this crate in like 100 years. Yeah, she's, and also you can tell she's like kind of stressing because she hasn't had her drugs in a while. Is that
Sure.
is that how drugs work?
Sure.
Um,
You're doing great.
um, outside you can hear like Captain Bart starts like talking on like the comms to somebody else, but Val can pick it up because Val's Val and can hear everything. But it sounds like Master Undala and her Padawan and the 68th have successfully repelled all separatists from Boda. Like they are in full retreat.
Well, good deal.
Yay! So you guys in the house will just hear Val without context go, "Yay!"
Is that
Look at Ross's
I
my
think
translator.
she's celebrating a cake day.
That's clarified nothing for me. I have more questions.
I don't understand young people, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
I won't directly engage or ask a follow-up question. I'll simply.
I don't understand the question, and I refuse to answer it. Okay, yeah. So she seems pretty beaten down.
Mm.
Just basically like, well, it doesn't sound like they're gonna come back for me. So I guess I surrender to the Republic.
Mm. Well, you've been an honorable and worthy opponent. Thank you very much. General Galandro. However, since we have no further direct military interest in your world, I do believe that we shall also be beating. It will now be a policing action. The Republic hasn't been to war in over
God, this is what I'm talking about.
3,000 years.
God
Oh, damn it! I'm the man. I'm the man.
Why didn't you bring this up earlier? I'm gonna use this.
No, yes. So, unfortunately, we'll probably withdrawing immediate troops from your area. I'm sure that there will be a presence within the system that would only be a short communicator away, I assume. Somewhere under a couch cushion is my communicator.
Hello.
Haven't even sat on the couch yet. How have you lost your phone in it?
I don't know, but I've answered my remote twice.
Ahoy.
So yes, we shall probably be withdrawing from your immediate area. However, if you do end up needing any kind of help for your community, I am sure that it's only a short communicated blip away. Might I suggest the Star Destroyer? We're working on the name. I'm not great on it. But meanwhile, I do believe that your people could probably use someone who could stand up for them so earnestly with a half-remembered book report's worth of libertarianism.
Your Star Destroyer does have a name. Y'all voted on it.
We did?
Yes. I seem to recall we did. Oh, shoot.
I'm trying to remember. It's a nice name. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah.
Ship.
The indefatigable. I can write it. I can't say it.
Yeah, hold on. I'll figure it out. Oh, did I pin it? Am I smart?
It wasn't the Reliant, but it had
was
like a
something
really.
like.
Oh, it was the Warden.
Was it the Warden? Okay, let's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
I think that's right.
Let's see. Yep, you were correct.
Very good.
I'm gonna pin it.
Yeah, I'll give her the number to the Warden.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't think you actually said your Admiral's name earlier. It's Admiral Sola.
Admiral Sola.
And she's like a career, naval officer kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So she's old and kind of stuck up.
She's my favorite.
Fit in nicely.
Yeah, she's what you imagine.
Yes. So yeah, I'm not actually here for the tea, so I'll let the tea whistle, which was again the murder weapon you used against my people. Kind of be like, oh, unfortunately we have to go. Orlena, we might want to retrieve some things from that chest, but
Oh,
Ooh, Orlena, you get to close a cold case.
I'll try and hide my excitement as I pick up the chest.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, inside is, you can get his assignment and stuff like it's like, but it's like settling a border dispute. Like it's like, well, that probably isn't important anymore.
that one's probably
To some people, maybe.
Good point.
Yeah. It's two Yodas or something. It's still arguing about it.
Mine.
Okay. Okay. So you all can. I mean, you've and this is not like your first battle here. So like, you had pretty much routed the Separatists. This was their last push, and clearly not a very good one. And with that, the Republic has retaken Dabo and Boda here in the outer rim. You're in the outer rim. And yeah, Anja just kind of like. Oh, did you give her lightsaber back? You don't have to. I mean, whatever.
I was going to.
Okay.
Oh.
I was going to. If anyone wants to make a stronger push, to not to, but I was going to return her stuff to her. Maybe not.
You're going to try and take a lightsaber from Ros?
No, we're not giving back her drugs.
No,
No.
that's fair.
No.
I understand. She does say she'll try and...
Those are Roz's drugs now.
That's right.
If you want to do spice, and I'll figure out a system for it. It's not good. It's space math.
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't make your lightsaber better.
No.
You just think
No.
your lightsaber better.
No.
So fast right now. Okay. She's kind of like just slumps into the floor, like turns on her lightsaber, then turns it off and just kind of tosses it and makes herself a cup of tea.
Yes. I like the way we really disheartened that girl.
Jedi out.
Home, bye.
Yeah, Bart is in the speeder. He's like cranking some like like the Republic March or whatever. John Sousa parade music, basically. Like, woo!
Sure.
Does a
Congratulations. Right. Congratulations on a successful campaign. I'll get up, I'll go and sit in the middle in the back, and close my eyes.
I'm taking the shortcut. You all zip back. Val skimming along the ground on your last time on this beautiful planet. Okay, good. I do have a next episode planned. I have a lot of episode plans, but the next one is a transition episode, so that's good. Outros and plugs. CC, you're in the top corner. You did it to yourself.
Hi, I'm CC, aka Soup, aka Soupska, on... I don't want to say the X.
You don't have to.
Twitter.
It's still the Twitters and the
It's still
Instagrams.
Twitter.
The Avenue of the Americas has been called that for 60 years, and no one calls it that. They all call it 6th or whatever it is.
6th Avenue, yeah.
It's 6th.
But yeah, I'm gonna plug doing a Star Wars with your friends.
Yeah. Liz.
How's it going? I will also plug doing a games with your friends. It's super fun.
Marty.
Yes. Absolutely. Good times. Hey, enjoyed that, didn't you? Of course you did. You're a person of good sense and taste. And your ability to hit likes and subscribes and bells is probably unparalleled. If not,
I
prove
don't
me
know.
wrong.
I don't think you're pretty good at it. You want to show me otherwise?
Oh,
Challenge.
shit.
You better accept it. That's the way challenges work.
I like how I don't plug liking and subscribing unless I'm on a stream with Marty.
It's fun. Yeah, and just be kind to people. Lead with kindness when you can. You are not required to return kindness to people who don't live that way themselves. But, just be kind. Try to understand people. And just don't be a dick. Just quit trying to take rights away from people.
Please.
Yeah. Jay said please. That's what you were waiting for. All right.
And Jay.
You remember that one episode where we bullied a young woman? It sure was an episode. But I showed up
bullied her
in this
for-
one.
Yes.
So, do Star Wars with your friends. It's time.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for Star Warsing with us. We've played Hyperspace D6, but there are so many different Star Wars role-playing games. There's the West End Games Star Wars role-playing game. There's the Fantasy Flight one. There's the WotC one from the mid-2000s. There's serial numbers filed off ones like Scum and Villainy. Find a Star Wars game that you like and works for your table and your friends to have fun adventures in a galaxy far, far away. Be kind. Don't ban books. Libraries are cool. We'll be back again soon. Have a good night.